Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Chicago Bears. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's how we do, D.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And Diggs has it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
58, boy. 58. 58. Mike. Yep. Watch the twist.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. They were looking for Johnson that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready. 50, Mark 50. Check right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 22, jet, bomber. Watch 22, jet, bomber. Switch gears.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 18-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's go! Hey, go. Now watch one. That's it. Zip it. My God. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, look 3. Ran,
jump. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at their 48-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
On the double. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Time to go. Night. Big air. Alert. Go.
Now a run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
18. Right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. Alert.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's complete to Cooks. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike is 59. Hey, let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up second and 8 at the 13-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Trubisky to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Danielle Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
You can't stop me.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll look to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
36. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shit. Watch the alert.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. 36. Mike, 36.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. With a catch made by Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Trubisky on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And the Vikings first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. And what's the call here? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
We don't want this.
Now Taylor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Order. Spurs. No. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go. 50's the Mike.
Second and 4. Open man is Trey Burton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
On first down, Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
18. Alert. Back. 80 weapon. Alert. Check.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He gets it to Cooks. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Defense wins championships, man.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Blood's 59. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on.
Red,
Check the backer.
Red,
59's Mike. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky completes it to Austin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First down, Vikings.
Doug, 180.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's
Back to the ground. Cook takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And it's third down.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. All day, just like that, just like that.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. There's the stiff arm. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They run it again with Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately
They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go! Hey, hold on. You better be afraid of me. Hustle, hustle. You better be afraid of me.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got Burton here. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears get a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 39-yard line.
180! 58, come on! Check, 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 check!
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he finds Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 20. The Bears offense here for pride.
Some people like to do that. Huge. And someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to be a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Throw here on first down. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
54.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The back's
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tyler Boyd with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears cut into that lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check 26, check 26.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
You better bring it. Lock in, lock in. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. They can't hang with us.
Now it's Trubisky. Boy, stays up. He may try and run for this. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for our